raise the slightest bit of aggression towards the guy. Nothing of the sort. Quite the opposite, really. You know. I miss the sound of your voice. Um, so yeah, so people talking vague and weird, like amazed me. I spoke to my friends about it. I know them for years. Again, also, I could have had Doogie removed from the site. I've got blood coming out of my head. You know what I mean? Got bruises all around my neck, my lips, my head. Yeah, assault, right? Like you didn't throw some random cunt you never met out of your tent. Like I know you. I mean, the behaviour is absolutely out. You can try and sit there and justify it to yourself. I'm not. I'm not even annoyed with Doogie. People don't really understand me very well. Like, as far as I see, I need someone he needs to look at himself because that shit came from inside him. That's quite normal. He's chasing after a girl. He wants her. He's feeling sex. He's feeling drunk. Da da da. It's fucking straight up normal behavior, man. Like caveman. I want this. Nothing's gonna get in my way, right? And when that goes through to the stage of through screaming and building up and getting louder and louder and louder, and then physically attacking people, that's not about me. Do you know what I mean? How the fuck can that be about me? It's not about me at all. Um, I'm not annoyed with anybody, you know. But people will try and justify, what their choices. In general, I don't find people to be very discerning in what reasons they make up to justify themselves. Um, you know, wonder if you'd consider choice I made. The guy was screaming at me. I remember you asking me to go. It's not good behaviour, that, Becky. His behaviour was not cool, man. Yeah. He wasn't kind to me. He took the opportunity he had to be as unkind to me as possible. Shouting, physically violent. These things are not kind things. And he took the opportunity, yeah, to be unkind to me. It's called rape culture, throwing someone out of your tent because they don't want to let you touch them up. It's called rape culture. Pity the communication wasn't good, but then nobody wanted to speak to me. And you know what's happened is I've talked about this with people the last few days. Is that you tell people that tell people I was assaulted by somebody, and you know what they pretty much come back with? Well, what did you do wrong? It's like, what? That's crazy, Becky. That's nuts. So, I mean, I don't know. I didn't assault anyone. The guy got wound up because he wanted to get his own way, and he was in the wrong. It's very sad for me. It's not surprising, but it's very sad for me that um, you didn't, you don't, you don't trust me. Like even on a sitting next to each other in a space, and you think somehow that I've lost connection with just being reasonable. You know, I was never unreasonable. You just didn't get what the situation was. It's fine. The idea that somehow I am responsible for that episode of shit is ridiculous. We were all three of us sleeping in a tent. It is unkind to demand to throw somebody that you've just woken up out of a tent in the middle of the night in the rain. Yeah, that's not normal. That's the kind of thing a horny kid does because he wants to get his end away with a bitch. It's sad. For me, a lot of that is sad. Yeah. I discuss rape culture quite a lot online. I've never considered, yeah, all pervasive, man. The only people that treated what I said with any respect were the staff at the festival, who offered to, to take a report and go through the process, which I said, no, let me just go and speak to them. Well, I really hope you had a good time. Choices I made, not involving the police, not involving the festival. You recognise, right, that it doesn't matter what I do, there's no justification for violently assaulting people. None. I just call the police and be like, you violently assaulted me, there's blood all over my head. strangled me, tried to rip my hair out of my head. That's not right. I sat and was perfectly calm and rational. That guy was not. He was angry because he wanted to get his end away, or otherwise show ownership over the situation. That's all that happened. He wasn't discussing the reality of what I was discussing, which is the fact that he touched me up, wake me up, and then threw me out straight away. That was the discussion on the table. He's not interested in discussion. He's just interested in shouting and getting his own way. Instead of the response of my friends, you know, when you're in the back of the van, these people I've known for 15 years, and I said, that guy assaulted me. And literally, they didn't know anything about it. Nothing. Nothing. They didn't know the story. They didn't know any of the backstory. They didn't know anything that happened. And the response, they just didn't give a shit. Like, stop getting in the way of the party. That's some fucked up shit, man. Like, actual. That's the other reason I'm sad. Really. Like, that's. There's a difference between being able to stand on your own 2 feet and being actively and well supported by your community. They're different things, yeah. I can stand on my own 2 feet till the sun comes home. But it's sad to me that there isn't even the time or the energy, to just sit down and discuss, even to get an idea of what's happening, in the face of that kind of thing. We just don't give a shit. Anyway, I really hope you had a lovely time. I would love to speak to you.